How do you feel about the U.S. strikes on Iran?
I'm so happy, so thankful to Donald Trump. We were oppressed for decades, tortured, imprisoned, silenced. Now there is light at the end of the tunnel. The regime is finally being hit. Thank you, Trump.
When did you escape Iran?
A long time ago.
America just killed the most dangerous dictator on the planet, and nobody is talking about what this man did to 30,000 of his own people just 6 weeks ago. The strikes on Iran are entering day 2. Trump says they'll continue throughout the week as long as necessary, and my heart goes out to all the people, the innocent people that are getting hurt, but we have to get to the truth. Everybody thinks America attacked Iran because of nuclear weapons alone. That is not the full story. Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, was an unelected religious dictator who had absolute control over Iran's military, courts, and media for 36 years. More power than the president. Nobody voted him in, and nobody could vote him out. Under this man's rule, 2,228 people were executed in 2025 alone. In December, this past December, 403 people were hanged. That's 13 people hanged per day. This is a country where the legal marriage for girls is 13 years old. And with a judge's approval, there is no minimum age. Marital rape is not a crime in this country. Being gay is punishable by death. This is the country that this man made, and because people were so upset, they took to the streets and started protesting, and it got worse. In December 2025, Iran's economy collapsed completely. 42% inflation. Food prices were up 72%. People literally could not eat. So millions flooded the streets across hundreds of cities demanding the end of this dictator regime. On January 8th, the supreme leader gave an order to kill his own people in the streets with military force. His military put snipers on rooftops and opened fire into crowds of unarmed people with automatic weapons. In the city of Rasat, they trapped protesters, set them on fire, and shot people trying to escape. They actually went to hospitals and executed wounded protesters in their bed. There was one 17-year-old kid that got shot in the back, went to the hospital, and security forces a bullet in his head while he was still hooked up to an IV. Then they told his mother, sign this paper saying your son was one of our soldiers or you will not get his body back. Then they shut down the entire internet so the world could not see any of it. Iran's own internal documents estimate over 30,000 killed in 48 hours, the deadliest two-day massacre of civilians in modern history. So when people are asking why is America doing this, sure, it's because of the nuclear bombs, but it's also because of this radical ideology. If they do that to their own people, why won't they do something even crazier to the other sides of the world? Romans 13:4 says, he does not bear the sword in vain, for he is a servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath to the wrongdoer. It's talking about the leaders that are above us. The Bible says God establishes governing authorities to protect the innocent and restrain evil. I don't think it's a coincidence that this guy ordered the slaughter of men, women, and children. 6 weeks later, he's gone. All I gotta say is do not play with God. He is real.